All right, Mary, you want to show your desktop again? Let's show them how we export the data from the spreadsheet to the Trading Planets website. I'll go ahead and mute myself. Thank you.
Okay, let's just copy the file first. So we have start on 6/2013. Okay. Okay, we just copy the file. Okay, let's save it as a CSV file. Super. This is the website. Okay.
Now, Mary, before you update this, show them what's there on the website now.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
then, okay, thank you. Thank you.
Okay, this is how it's looking right now. Dow Jones. The data is end on January 13, 2014. So it's not updated yet. Okay. Today it's actually 16, but we don't have it. Market is still trading and we don't have the price yet. This is just close price. So, okay. Okay, let's save it. It should be in here. Okay. Oh, my mistake. I did not put the move average inside it. Let's fix that.
Now, while he's doing that, let me remind you that moving average is the precasted price line to the best of our ability. That's what we're after doing, is predicting, precasting the price itself in advance. So the red rate of change line is more or less like an acceleration, the rate of change, acceleration of the price, and we discovered that by putting a moving average of approximately 5 to 7 days, and usually typically 5 days, against this red rate of change planetary shadow trace, I call it, this energy trace, we do actually derive a simulacrum of the price itself. That's what this work is all about. If you can't trade the price, we can't help you. We're not interested in looking at technical indicators, market voodoo, and so on, as I call it. We want to know what the price is going to be tomorrow, and the day after, and the day after that, and the week after that. That's where work is doing more or less imperfectly at this time, but there is quite definitely future prediction, price action being predicted based on planetary motion in relationship to historical patterns and behavior of the asset. So the Trading Planets website will show the price projection and will show the actual price. Go ahead, Marion.
Okay. Okay, let's just refresh the page. Okay, and this is how it's looking. For a better view, you just have to click and drag to the chart, okay? Just zoom inside.
Zoom in a little closer. Let's take a look. There you go. That shows how nicely the price is obeying its planetary command. Control mechanism, I call it. There it is. There's more evidence. You might just buzz through a couple of these just to show for the record our U.S. dollar projections. Zoom in on some of these. Move on through the S&P.
Okay.
Thank you. Give us a little tour. Yep. This is astounding, Marion. This work here, the U.S. dollar index, is tracked so beautifully according to its commanded trace. Go ahead.
The chart has started from January 2013. So it's 1 year and actually looking pretty nice.
And look at the price action. Zoom in a little bit to show the range of the price action. Look at that, how nicely that's tracked. That's, again, a precasted price, so what I call planetary control mechanisms dictating the price of this asset. Here's the dollar index. There's our S&P. Again, very similar to the Dow, different birth dates. The S&P 500 is working off a 1920, I think 1928 birth date. I don't recall exactly, but the Dow is working off an 1896 birth date, but their outputs are very similar, as they should be. And here's our German DAX. Let's take a look at that. We just started studying the DAX a little while ago. It looks okay. And here's the FTSE. Look how nice that, let's zoom in the bottom there. Take a look at the bottom. Zoom a little bit. See how nicely that picked up the line, moving up, so on. And HSIX, that's the Hang Seng Index. There's how nicely that pulled the move sideways and down. You know, the price is quite definitely responding to this signal. This is a signal. I cannot underemphasize this index, the NDX. Let's take a look at that. The NASDAQ, that's looking nice. There's our signal showing our drop coming up. Then the Nikkei. Nikkei looked really good in the beginning, tracking sideways nicely. Zoom in that sideways section in the middle a little bit, see what it looks like. Look at that nice broad sideways move. Okay. Then the NYA itself, the index. You see that's very erratic. It's a more volatile index, but you can still see the patterning being laid out by the planetary traits. And then the Russell 2000, the RUT. Again, there's our up, down, sideways movement laid out by the trace. And the SSE, the Shanghai Composite, look how nicely that fits in the middle towards the end. That's some beautiful work, beautiful work. Again, all created by Mercury, Venus, and Mars. Okay, so let's go back and show them one more time so they know there's no smoke and mirrors. Take a look at the data sheet for the Dow and take a look at the data sheet you created and show them the data is exactly the same as how we did it. So we have that for the documentation. There's the one we just created, and show them the one with the paradigm trading groups that we're using for the trades, if you would. Okay. Here's a sheet you get live from the paradigm trading group if you're in the paradigm group itself, creating the actual buy-sell signals on the Dow. And this is the work Marion just did. You can show them the data. The data is identical. This is how we created the data. He showed you live by adding the three Mercury, Venus, Mars, 5-day moving average. This is how it's done. This is how we've been doing it. Right now we're on a buy signal on 113, exiting on 121. And we decided to buy, I think, right at the bottom of the turn. And I think Dow did go up yesterday, right, Marion?
Yep, and it's still getting up. And we have recommended this on 1223.
Yeah, show them where 1223 is in the picture. So we were the blue line.
Let's take out the data from.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just temporarily. We recommended right there.
In here.
That we were going to buy on 113. Okay, now we might as well discuss a little bit. I told them we talk about the buy-sell signals. The way we're doing this is we're looking at where the bottom of the red trace is, which would indicate the bottom of the move, and then we're going to sell at the top of the red trace in conjunction with the black line being the actual price, which is on 121. Let's take a look at 121. So the exit is right there. So that's how we determine the buy-sell entry points. The black line being the price trace is fairly close. But in practice, we've decided to actually call the buys and sells based on the, and that's what happened there, going up. A little bit of drawdown, headed back up again. And we're coming in 113, which is right here. I think we nailed the bottom pretty well. There we go, 113, and we're looking at exiting on the 21st. And that's how we do the buys and sells. I'm going to have a program available to people that are in Trading Planet to get buy and sell signals sometime in the next couple weeks. I'll tell you more about that later. Okay, so go ahead, Marion.
Just to check it, we can just go on, I don't know, time zone or how we should check it on Google to show the date of today. Okay, this is 9:30 a.m. January 16, 2014. The market is still open. Okay, let's take a look at Dow Jones, what it has did. It have not opened yet, actually. Okay, Dave?
Sorry, I muted myself. I'll stop this part of the recording. We'll pick up with other sections as we go. Thank you for your help, Marion. And talk to you guys in a little bit. There's more to come. Thank you.